My head hit the ground, my vision became blurry, and my ears started to ring. I immediately became nauseous. After a couple of minutes on the ground in a state of confusion, I needed to be helped off the field by my coaches and my players. Hi, my name is David Newell, and the story I just told you is about how I suffered a concussion playing high school football. Even though my injury occurred at the high school level, concussions have become a cause for a great deal of concern in the NFL because of the health concerns connected. Today I would like to inform you about the main causes of concussions in the NFL, the short and long-term effects from these concussions, and the preventative measures the National Football League has taken to prevent further injury of its players. Let's start with the main causes. Concussions are the most common type of brain injury that a person could suffer from. Concussions are commonly defined as a head injury with a temporary loss of brain function. According to ESPN.com, concussions are most often caused by sudden blows to the head by two or more players, a head-to-head contact by two or more players on the football field. There are currently no set medical treatments for concussions except for to wait it out with the use of time. There are two major causes of concussions within the NFL. Head-to-head collision, as I explained before, are the most common causes, according to ESPN.com. And also being tackled to the ground and having your head violently hit the ground is another cause for these concussions. Let's take a look at the short and long-term effects. The short-term effects of these concussions are physical, mental, and cognitive. Dr. John Bisner of the American Lawyer Academy says that the short-term physical effects include headaches, blurred vision, vomiting, and even coma. The short-term mental effects include depression, mood swings, and fear of further injury. The short-term cognitive effects include partial memory loss, slow reaction time, and difficulty talking. The long-term effects of these concussions are even more severe than the short-term. They include long-term memory loss, severe depression, and even an increased possibility of suicide. John Bisner states that the effects are not absolute, so the results vary. Some people might suffer all of these symptoms, and some people may not suffer any of them at all. Let's take a look at what the NFL is doing to prevent further injuries. First of all, the NFL, they're rewriting their rules for player protection. According to NFL.com, new rule changes have made it illegal to make head-to-head contact with a defenseless player. And what the NFL refers to as a defenseless player, they're usually referring to two specific positions on the field. One, the quarterback, and two, the wide receiver, because the quarterback is paying attention to his receivers down the field and not on the defensive players trying to hit him. And the same goes for the wide receivers. They're paying attention to try to catch the ball and not on the people that are trying to hit them and possibly make head contact. Players are also mandated to sit out longer after their first concussion. William Browning of Yahoo Sports states that since 2007, players sit out 5 days after their first concussion. That's 3 days longer than prior to 2007. This rest period decreases the chances of further injury and brain damage after you've suffered your first concussion. In conclusion, we have seen that violent head-to-head collisions are one of the causes for concussions in the NFL. Effects range from anywhere from a headache to even possible suicide. And suspensions and fines have been used by the NFL to try to deter these violent hits and causing further injury to the players. Thank you.